So,
I look like I have a double chin. Ugh.
Look like.
Welcome to the club.
I'll pay that. That's funny.
So yes, welcome to session 73 Winnow, or more particularly, welcome to Masca, and a fun little teaser as well. You may have been familiar with this little mountain range and this kind of fisheye look of our dear home for a very long time now. However, there's going to be something else coming up soon that's going to take this place. I don't know what happened with the welcome message, though. That's kind of weird. But whatever. I guess we'll just have to continue along with it.
I know what happened.
Oh, did you all see that in the audience? I just, through Roll20, I got the message. Uh-oh. Anyway.
And it's back.
I blame the internet for what's happened to the title screen. That's just a little weird.
The internet's just dumb.
Boy, howdy.
You know, we need to get back to good old-fashioned hammer and chisel.
That's right.
Yeah, give me a giant rock.
We will play this game of D&D like we're lighting the torches to send the message to Gondor. Now there's also a new emote for those of you who have BTTV, as we do have the interesting case of Stillwaters, which sounds like a kind of a mystery, like young adult novel. And if you type in T Jade Cup, JADECOB, you will get T Jade Cup. Now, if you don't know what the heck, that's okay. Neither do we, and we're gonna roll with it, because there's a hootenanny going on that might become a slobber knocker, and we got to find out how this is gonna resolve.
Matty, so long as it ends with, "Oh my God, I think he was broken in half."
We'll see here, because there may or may not be some sweet chin music going on.
Do we have the bleats of the fluffy sheep? I think.
Hey.
Fluffy sheep!
All right, hail, hail! The gang's all here. We have some battle music going on in the background, and now this is the top-down view of. Even before we get here, you all had come through a watery portal here, and in front of you there were 3 fomorians. The 3 fomorians were being big old bullies to Orlans. And
seats cost $5. How much for just the edge?
it's still $5. It's just your choice. See, as a good marketer, the edge is $5, and I throw in the rest of the seat for free, but it's up to you to use it. So yes, there's Orlans, and Orlans is interesting, as has been presented, is a very powerful fey creature, though manifest as kind of a sparkling blue-green algae that, well, in this case, it's more of a purer form. Though when they first met Orlans had kind of cobbled together a dragon-like body out of mining equipment, picks and barrels and all sorts of stuff. But here, we have, I guess, a purer form, still draconic in appearance, though has that blue, that fey hue to it. And the fomorians have a grudge against Orlans for various reasons, and the party has now come into a fight, and we had already rolled initiative. I have it on a fun little sticky note off to the side. Since the scene, which took place here from the illustration, things have moved after Celine had cast a wall down the middle, and there's been some aggro, and then Casimir just unleashed his huge snake, just whipped it out, and is just throwing it into combat here. And so we have initiated an initiative. There's not necessarily been a strike yet, though, because this is a tense moment, we are beginning in initiative. And to refresh your all's memories, as for how initiative is going, it is going to start with Mordecai, and then it's going to come back to me, then it's to Stillwaters, Celine, Casimir, back to me, and then Bright.
I believe I have an Aura of Vitality up right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is an aura that has it's popped around you here.
Doesn't seem like the sort of initiative I would have rolled.
Well, that is true because I guess technically you didn't roll it. I did. So you could blame me.
The dice weren't playing nice.
But what this is doing is this is allowing Bright to stand back and strategically assess the battlefield conditions for maximum goodness. I think that's how she might phrase that. It sounds good enough anyway. And
Okay.
the battlefield conditions as well, everywhere is dark except where it's not. I hope that makes sense. If not, then here's the clarification. Darkness is everywhere except where you see the crystals that are clinging to the rock formations. That is producing dim light, or I'm sorry, that's producing bright light out 5 feet and dim light another 5 feet beyond that. They're not very strong. The water itself does glow faintly, though it is not really shedding light beyond where the water exists. So bear that in mind for lighting conditions. There is moving water, as there has been in this Fey cave environment, and it is flowing in the direction that you see the arrows. The crystals do appear whole and empty, if that makes a difference for any of you, because as your character, well, as players, hopefully remember, but your characters might recall, there could be some danger when regarding contact with those crystals. Then we have our 3 fomorians. 2 of them are carrying some kind of spear, and the third one, who's wearing the tattered remains of the leader, Celine, of the ossuary, who was the first to be, I guess, possessed, inhabited, mutated, something by the fomorians. The one carrying the banner, if it makes a difference at all, I distinguished it as this is one of the ossuary guards, and the one that just has the spear is it was one of the citizenry, like one of the devout that were sort of called to service and ended up getting mutated. So sort of, average citizen that was drawn in on this. And then of course Orlans is the blue green, what's a thing here?
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Aquamarine, teal perhaps? I'm not a color expert. So I'll leave that. There's a couple artists out there. I'll leave that for you to debate. But what is not debatable is how awesome you all are. Now that that's out of the way, we are going to the top of the initiative. Mordecai, you did have this aura vitality brought up, and also recall you had Orlans asking for the party's help. If not the party as a unit, then maybe any of you singularly. And the Fomorians were also trying to court you to help them put down Orlans, whereas Orlans was asking you to help Orlans put down the Fomorians. And it is from here advancements were made, and I said that we're going to go from nice pretty picture to battle map just in case. And here we go. Mordecai, the ball is in your court. What are you doing?
Looking at my party members, who looks the most hurt? because we haven't really had a long rest.
It's not
Or a
me.
short rest at all.
Jacob's about half dead.
He
Oh,
might be
still
more dead than that. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm having an issue connecting to Roll20. Huh.
No.
Give it a moment.
Well, the plan, I guess, is to, give Jacob 2d6 out of the Aura of Vitality. If that pops up for you guys. I'm disconnected, apparently, from Roll20. Well, I have it rolled. I have it rolled as 7 hit points, so you have 7 hit points now.
Yep.
And then... What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking to Celine.
Can you get me down there?
How close?
Like, right next to the leader of the ossuary Orion close. Like, melee range close. I have an idea.
Okay. Trusting her, I guess. Grabbing Celine, and we're gonna dimension door to the ossuary guy.
Right here.
So we're going for a dimension door. And that's this one here.
Yeah, that is the leader. So you're gonna
Okay.
D-door over there?
Yep, me and
Yep.
Celine.
Okay. You embrace and then poof, you disappear.
Mm. And a puff of black smoke that envelops us, and then we reappear right in front of that creature.
It would technically be it's a 3x3.
Oh, it's a 3x3, that's right.
Yeah, so it's I mean you click on the square for the boundary, but the token's just a body. It doesn't have a base.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, this one's bigger. The other two are a 2x2, if that means
Yeah.
anything to you all.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
my
I do.
turn.
All right, that is Mordecai. And so after Mordecai, I get to do something. The leader looks down to you, Celine. You made your choice. In a kind of a growly, both the weird eyes open wide, and as the combat's ensuing, but you were being entreated. You just appeared in front of this. I mean, is it the leader anymore? Is it a fomorian? A little bit of both. Your decision. In a quick, because we only have 6 seconds in a turn, but you're prompted. Do you have a quick response, or do you have no response?
I have a response, but it'll be on my turn.
Sure. Okay. In that case, she is going to turn towards Orlans and cast a, well, I'm doing it dramatically. My camera can't appreciate the pose, however. So just, boop, imagination. Casts a misshapen hand forward, and energy just begins to radiate, and a bolt flies out. Nope. Yeah, I lost you there, coffee. Oh no.
Well, I was refreshing, so.
Oh.
And right now, the only player camera I have right now is lethalities.
Oh no!
Oh look, my butthole internet is still connecting.
I know. Lethality with Australian internet here is just no. This is all I have. I'm not losing this.
Now I have more
Internet,
cameras.
cling, hold
I'm
on.
joking.
Yeah. Whoops. Everybody disappeared again.
Oh, you all
No.
did. Oh,
Whoa!
I
Come
blame
on,
magic.
Roll 20.
Yep.
Roll 20, why you do this?
Why you gotta be? Why is it always gonna be technical difficulties?
It's gonna be one of those nights.
So this is different from usual because everyone is completely gone, and usually they just get replaced by their little pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it actually kicked everyone.
Yeah.
Kicked everyone, and now they're back.
Now,
There we go.
does that indicate something on my end as the host, or is this
No, that's a roll 20 thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is probably roll 20.
Okay.
Roll 20.
Twenty.
So
Seven.
Twitch and roll 20, and oh, that's all right. Well, so what happens is this energy streaks out from the leader Fomorian and crashes into Orlans, who then gives out it has the emotional feel of a scream of pain, though it sounds like a beautiful held note. It's very weird in that regard. An unsettling beauty. And that's gonna be that character. The others are going to try and swing. And they're gonna get 2 swings apiece. All right. So they're making contact, and their weapons do seem to disappear into this semi-solid algae-ish skin that Orlans has, and you're still getting these beautiful, horrible cries from the beast.
Weird.
Quite. Oops, one thing.
That is the Fomorians' turn, and so we now go down to Stillwaters. Orlans will make a plea with you all that if you help it defeat the Fomorians, it will grant you power and knowledge. You have questions that need answered. Help Orlans. All right, Stillwaters, what do?
Well, I have to admit that I need to end up getting in there to assist the other two. Apparently, Orlans is responsible for all this mess without any approach to, well, the Fomorians, who seem to be more mutations more than anything else. I would presume to end up here dealing with the threat that is Orlans, so I am looking to take them in. To do so, I am going to get across the river and dash towards as much as possible.
Okay, go ahead and move and dash. I gotta reposition you all after the reset.
No worries. Check for going through the water. Difficult terrain, I'm assuming?
No, it's fairly shallow. It's just slightly glowing, moving water.
Mm-hmm.
Any water that does splash on you will glow faintly, but it's not enough to really cast light. It would just illuminate you partially. Unless you want to try and jump over it and not get wet.
Nope. I will go full tilt, and I'll keep myself in relatively close to the light at this point.
Okay. So you, at where you're at, is in darkness, though there is light that you can obviously look into and still see. So, for example, Casimir's snake would show up as a silhouette, as a moving, slithering silhouette against the light over here. But you know
and yet
it's there.
Orlans himself has been described as a glowing creature.
Yeah, Orlans would have. you don't get the mechanical benefit of fairy fire, but Orlans is lit up. Kind of like fairy fire.
Like somebody cast light on.
Yep, that's probably a little bit more appropriate, just not as bright. Yep. The fomorians, though, do not have any sources of light, as a clarification. All right, so that is Stillwater's turn. We now go to Celine. Celine, you are all up ons, the leader of the fomorians. You had a reply, and what are you doing?
Yes, I have made my decision. I choose freedom, and I'm gonna grab this thing wherever I can, and I'm gonna remove curse. That's been my theory. Treat it as a curse, and if that doesn't work, greater restoration is the key.
All right.
Although I don't have any diamonds for greater restoration, so you know.
There seems to be no effect as you reach out and try to remove this curse.
Selena, it might not be a curse, it might be... I mean, maybe the fomorians took human form when they joined your order. Or maybe they founded your order. I don't know.
It's like, no, because I literally watched her mutate in front of my eyes.
Yeah, but I think she was turning back into her original form. Not being cursed. And that's all I have time to say in 6 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Anything else, Celine?
Can't say them, so we're going with plan B. Mordecai, we're killing them. All of them. And, I don't have anything that I can really do as a bonus, so that'll be me.
Okay. Before we get to Casimir, I do want to bring up that there are some Fickle God redemption points here. Right now, we have 4 floating points as separate +1s to Stillwater's. I have a couple, and Lethality playing Celine, you have 1 floating from last week from Pouty Lips.
Yep.
So just as a heads up, if you want to invoke those, 1 at a time though, not a huge dump of like suddenly +10. These are fun little kind of tweak the margins.
If we want to do that, just cast Pass Without Trace.
Now we're over to Casimir. Casimir, well, there you are. There's your snake. What are you doing?
All right, Snake is going to go up to big dragon thing.
Okay, do it.
And he is going to... More.
Oh, wait, no, I can't cast that.
And he is going to make an attack. Yeah. He is going to make a constrict attack. Which is... Does a 17 hit? Orlans. Alright. So, Orlans is going to take 2d6 damage, or bludgeoning damage. It's 2d8 plus 4. Let me roll that. So 10 bludgeoning damage, and then he is grappled. The DC is 6. Until this grapple ends, he's restrained, blah blah blah, and the snake can't attack anyone or restrict anyone. And then as for me, I am going to dash and get up here.
Is there a size restriction on the snake grapple?
It shouldn't be. He's only 1 size smaller. The snake is 3x3. Yes.
You can grapple. You can grapple one. Oh, actually, those rules apply for like actually making a grapple check as an attack because it's part of the actually making an attack. I think it works differently.
This is the side effect of an attack.
Yeah.
Some attacks with side effects have a size restriction. I didn't know if the snake did or not.
D&D Beyond does not.
Okay.
I would like to move on.
Matty, I think you're muted.
Whoops. Yeah, I hit a button. I swear that has nothing to do with the internet. That's a whole separate thing. All right.
Hold on. I want to...
Yep.
Want to be... Move. Here, so I'm nearby. That is all.
Then that means from Casimir we go to Orlans. And Orlans is going to this will work. While your snake is grappling, I need your snake to make a moment. I had it open to this, and then I had to reset my computer. Here we go. Your snake needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
18.
All right.
He is a pretty wise snake.
Yeah, so what you see happen is the snake's form begins to like shiver and ripple, then it seems to stabilize.
Well done there, snake.
And that will end up being what I do there, which means that we're on to Bright. The lastly but not leastly.
I mean, kind of leastly.
Well,
how you count it. Okay, so there were two. Oh, one of them's gone. There's just one Jacob. Okay, that's good. I understand that. And so do we still have water walk?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
So in that case, we should be able to walk across the water without like getting soaking wet, right?
Not soaking, but water could still be. It'd be like a puddle. You can still splash some, or I don't know. You want to roll around in it. You can make yourself glow and sparkle even more.
I mean, under normal circumstances, I would enjoy that very much. But right now, it's probably not the best time. Maybe afterward, I'll do that.
Okay, noted.
So, is the water, because I didn't hear very much of the last session, unfortunately, is the water like the special Fey water with all the letters in it, or is it just water?
No, this is, it's presumably the sparkly Fey communication water, but, I mean, right now it's just sort of gently flowing and glowing. If you want to try and read it, you can, but there's nothing like, you're not reading big messages or nothing in bold print.
Okay, and now, do we know where it goes? Like, is this like a waterfall or a whirlpool, or what's it doing?
It just seems to be flowing into this little cave at the end. But there's no noise. There's no grand noise like a waterfall. So it's going in there, and it could just be, there could be a drain. There could be something, but there's no noise of moving water or sloshing water.
Okay, I sure wish I had piggy suit. Okay, so I guess the thing for me to do is go ahead and I'm gonna just take the dash action.
Okay.
I don't get left behind. So I'll just come straight down to right about here. That's 10 squares.
Okay.
And, well, since that's my dash action, I don't want to spend a bonus action. So, I guess I'll just say to everyone, are you sure we have to fight this out? I wish we could talk it out instead. That's all.
Okay. Noted. Noted as we come back to the top of initiative with Mordecai. And, Mordecai, a gentle plea from behind you. The sounds of stabby death is coming from your side. And, well, things are as they are. What do?
What do indeed? I am going to there's too many allies there. Alright. I am simply going to fine. I'm going to cast Synaptic Static. And I'm gonna kind of center it right here. Sorry, Casimir and your snake. You're kind of in the blast range.
Hold on. If you center it here,
Move it back.
you'll be able to hit the 3 without hitting Casimir.
Okay. Yeah, then I center it on that point then, right behind Orlans.
All right. These are intelligence saving throws.
Yep.
I don't think there's any way you can hit this guy without hitting the snake.
No, you can hit the. Actually, you might just hit.
Are these large creatures 2x2?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Hold on. There. Yeah, that's 20. That's 20. Yeah, no, to hit the snaky. Which is unavoidable, but...
All right.
You can avoid
Yeah, yeah.
Casimir.
Yeah, you avoid Casimir, but you don't avoid the snake.
That's the important part.
Though the snake is a snake. What is the snake's intelligence? Because there is a
There's a restriction.
yeah, there's a restriction on that.
1.
Intelligence
Oh,
1.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right,
1.
your snake just has big old cute derpy eyes, and the synaptic static just passes over.
He
it.
is wise. He is not smart.
Everything else needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Versus 16.
Orlans is taking the brunt. All right. And then we have my fomorians, and that is going to be oh gosh. All right. Well, you are just blowing the minds of everyone on the battlefield here with your synaptic
Literally.
static. Please give me... Oh, it's 24.
Except the snake.
Except the snake.
Except the snake. The snake is fine.
Snake is fine.
He just feels tingles.
Don't step on snake.
Yeah. All right. Duly noted. Anything else?
I don't see Jacob, do I?
No, you cannot.
Many
Celine, are you
fall in the
hurt?
face
Because
of
then I can
chaos, but not this one.
No.
Not at all.
Not today.
Then that's a wasted turn for Aura of Vitality because I can't see Jacob.
Okay. Then we proceed from Mordecai to my fomorians.
Make sure that whenever they make attacks, they're taking a -d6 to that.
The leader looks at you, Mordecai, and sees what happened, looks at you. Do you have any sort of nonverbal reply back as you are being considered very obviously by this creature in front of you?
I just look defensive. For myself and for Celine.
Dedicate yourself to our cause, and I will restore you. Mordecai?
Restore me how?
Your body, your energy.
Not a cure for the vampirism, but dude. It's not a cure.
Orlans,
have
though
to
being
talk.
squeezed. No, dedicate yourself to me. I will give you answers and restore your faculties.
How?
We're out of time on a 6-second.
Yeah.
Alrighty. The leader's going to look over at the others, and their bodies are going to be mending as energy pours off of the leader. The other two, this is a target is muddled thoughts. Oh, from all its attack rolls and ability checks. Okay. And then at the end of each of its turns, they are going to continue to try and stab at Orlans. Now, they're going to have advantage on Orlans, but also 1d6. They're going to have a -3. So the first one is still going to end up hitting. And then the second one all right, and the second one goes, but then at the last moment clutches its face, and misses. And the spear sinks into the glowing flesh once more.
Does it say not like this?
Maybe not for that effect, but I'm sure one of you can proc a response like that in some capacity. And all of them are going to get to roll a save at the end of their turns, and this is once more an intelligence saving throw. We're going to go with and both of them are still feeling fuzzy. So that means that we are going to proceed from the Fomorians to Stillwaters, from Stillwaters to Celine and Casimir. There's the order of players, and go Stillwaters.
this point, Stillwaters will use his action to get into Orlans' range. Quickly responding to Bright. The threat ends here. No more bargaining. No more waiting for desperation. It is on us to maintain order in our world. No more will be lost. None. And Jadecoat will,
The visage of Jade.
I will get, I believe that'll put me in.
Yeah, you have 30 feet to get right up on him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's right there, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct placement.
He is considered to shame.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage.
And Stillwaters with their Warhammer. Shield and Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Swing bada bada. 23, 27, 24.
All right, all three of those hit.
$12, 15, so 25, 32 points.
Ooh, just smack, smack, smack.
All right, as you do this, you notice that where you impact Orlans with your Warhammer, on the softly blue glowing flesh, scale, shells, whatever, it leaves what looks like cracks. Black cracks. And, make a, actually, this would be passive. What is your, Casimir, what is your passive perception? And also, Stillwaters, what is your passive perception?
15.
15, and...
16. Have
All
to look
right.
extra hard.
Both of you, though there's kind of a grunt from being restrained by the snake, after the 3 strikes and the black cracks, they don't heal, but the effect fades away to go back to this soft glow. In this kind of grunt that you've been hearing Orlans speak through, sure, and then the breath is kind of squeezed again as the constrictor. But it sounded like a question. Anyway, we shall continue unless there's anything else that you would like to do, Stillwaters.
Muted.
No, there's nothing else I would like to do. I'd like to maintain what little abilities that seem to manifest when they're needed.
All right, so then we have Celine, Casimir, Orlans. Celine, the dedicate yourself is directed to you as well. But this is your chance to respond in some fashion on your turn.
I already swore my dedication. When you see her, tell her I'm sorry.
All right, you are using your holy weapon here. That absolutely will hit.
Alright, so damage from the Sunblade first, which will be
Okay.
12 radiant because it's in one hand.
Okay.
Next will be the D8 from Divine Strike.
All right.
This will be necrotic. Now, so that is 12, 17, 17 and 5 is 22. 22 plus 22 is 44 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Net. Yes.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Okay. That will hit.
This will be, it'll appear behind it.
Okay.
It's just 6. That 8 is if I had rolled with advantage and got a natural 20.
Gotcha. All right. A flurry of energy just pours out of Celine into the current former leader of the Mask of Horns ossuary here. Your radiant and necrotic damage seem to be blunted by this creature. You know, as you kind of have this surprise, and you lay into her or it, depending, and there's just sort of like a suppression that you're feeling, though your spiritual weapon manifests and then swings down, and the full force connects. And so we have some damage. We have some player damage on the boss. Anything else from you, Celine?
Nope, that was my action, bonus action.
Okay. And then you had a spiritual weapon here. We used here's a familiar summon. Let's use a I'll use a little owl. Why not? Alright, there you go. There's a spiritual weapon. And if you need to move it, let me know, but I presume that's where you wanted it, and we'll continue initiative. What's that?
Derpy
snake.
Derpy snake. Alright, so, yeah, Casimir and Derpy snake, what are you doing?
What is a snake?
Sorry, whose turn is it?
It's Casimir and Derpy snake, then me, then Bright.
Okay. Derpy snake will make constrict attack attempt.
Something in which it has advantage on.
Yep. And it's going to be 16 plus.
Not enough.
Or 50 plus.
15
50 plus 60 to 21.
Oh, alright, I'm sorry, I thought you meant total. Yeah, oh yeah, you'll hit with a 21.
Yeah, no, he was rolling. So that will be... So he's going to do 15 damage.
Okay. Got it.
And then I am going to... Can I get in here? Is that right? It's good. And then
And
I shall
what are you
make
doing?
X next.
Okay.
Petrol.
When roll 20 wants to.
Okay. Where? He has taken damage, so I get Lost Slayer as well. I hit. Does 18 hit?
It's
Yes.
26 because you have advantage.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yep.
it's restrained.
Okay. So that is first hit. Goes with Lost Slayer one.
Ugh.
And then second attack. Second attack. Just 15 hit.
No.
Okay. So just that first attack, so 8 damage.
With minimum on the attack, minimum on the Colossus Slayer damage. That's just that's a big oof.
I do not have anything else to do.
Okay.
Stay here.
Alright. We're getting some +1s. I might need to invoke a couple of these as y'all are doing some things to me here. Then that was Casimir's turn, and so
We are going to
Orlans-
kill the dragon.
Orlans is gonna
Trophy
do
for
something
Bennett.
here.
We're gonna kill all of them.
I only care about dragon, really.
And what I need, everyone except the snake and the top Fomorian, or the northern Fomorian, to do. And we'll start with the PCs. I need you each to actually. I'm sorry, except Bright. Bright, you're safely out of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty far.
Yeah, you are. I need you each to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, big oof.
I can do. I'm going to invoke the +1 here.
I have a +1 as well.
That's a 17.
All right.
Save.
Oh no!
So,
Oh no!
lethality used a
Ooh.
+1. I'm gonna redeem that, and then we
Mordecai
had,
did too.
and Mordecai did. Also, Casimir's Sneck did get a +1 from Kromdrade, so we'll see if that becomes relevant.
Does he have to make wisdom save?
No, but
Okay.
but your Sneck has a +1.
No,
For an attack to squeeze.
All right. So,
Nick, you
Celine,
good.
even including you, all of you have failed your wisdom saving throw against this effect here. And what happens is Orlans opens its mouth, and this billowing cloud of sparkles. In fact, for some of you, you've seen a similar effect when you entered the mines at
Oh no.
Browbeat.
Browbeat.
Browbeat here. Though what's going to happen is none of you can take reactions, and you each must roll a d6 at the start of your turns. And depending on what you roll, that's going to determine your behavior.
Oh,
It's
it's
confusion.
confusion.
The world is flat!
Such confusion.
I am confusion.
Iowa caucus.
Why is this one Kansas and this one is not Arkansas? America, what you mean in Arkansas?
Yeah, oh, there's a derpy snake.
Glitter.
All right, so that. Oh, I'm
Is there
sorry.
a save at the end of each of our turns for this, or?
And well, let's see here. Must. Da-da-da. Depending on what you roll, there could be. It's not guaranteed, though.
Oh well, but
Casimir, I'm so sorry what I'm about to do to you.
And with that, we have Orlans is also going to disappear from the coils of the Sneck
The cheating.
and is going to reappear here.
oh, is
Hi.
some kind of a
Hi.
teleport.
Yes.
Fireball him in
It-
his stupid face.
It just sort of explodes into sparkles and then remanifests, kind of Star Trek teleporter style, behind Bright. However, that is going to be Orlan's turn. Is going to be derping you all, and I also have to roll for my. Let's roll for the leader. The leader is actually fine and lucid, and
Oh.
the banner carrying. That one, however, is afflicted, to put it nicely.
Oh, I'm gonna get attacked.
And
Oh boy.
that means we are going to Bright.
That's
Bright,
convenient.
you there's a everyone that you see here. I mean, there's obviously a big dragon behind you, but just kind of this cloud of like glitter just passes over everyone, and they all have sparkles in their eyes. What are you doing here?
Orlans, I really do appreciate all the glitter. I'm a fan of glitter. But, can I ask what do you need from us? Now that you can talk again?
Dedication. Dedicate yourself to me and I will restore you. I can answer your questions.
I don't really need restoration. I'm not sure dedication is a thing we can do. Cast mirror image.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm going to move over here. This is within my range. If he's gonna
Alright.
take a swipe at me, he can do that.
Is Orlan still derpy from synaptic static?
He should be.
Shoot, I gotta roll a, I gotta roll that. Let's find out. No. I
These
needed
big
a
things,
16,
these
right?
are
Yes.
these are like
my DC.
wall pillars.
He
right?
doesn't remake the save. He's just derpy for a minute. There's no save remake on that. It's just
On Synaptic?
you get hit by it. Yep, you get hit by it, and then for a minute you're derped.
Oh, wow.
After a failed set attack,
It's
muddle for a minute.
good.
Yeah, it's duration.
Okay.
So he's
Orlans
subtracted
makes-
D6 if he's gonna hit her.
Orlans makes no attack on Bright.
Okay, thank you. And now this is like a big like-
Column. Floor-to-ceiling column,
Column,
of rock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, that was Bright's turn. We come back up to Mordecai. Mordecai, then the Fomorians.
You gotta make a D6 to determine your behavior.
What you gotta do? Let's
Yep.
look at that and see what that do. What do?
You take no action or bonus action, and you must use all of your movement to move in a random direction. And so I would like you to roll a D8, please. And we're gonna have North be 1 and go clockwise. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so, Mordecai, you are gonna run and bash into the wall.
Hmm.
And then you're going to kind of spin whoop, 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 against the wall, kind of grinding yourself against it. And you're going to end up here. You take some superficial damage, but it's not actually damaging, except maybe your reputation. But yeah, you just sort of like, you have sparkles in your eyes. This is a good day to run. You just full vampiric tilt right into the stone wall, and then you just start rolling against the side.
It's a Zoran Blitz moment.
Does that count? I mean, the Fomorian can probably take a swipe at me if it wants to hit me when I run,
Is that a forced movement?
unless it's
It's
considered
force.
force movement.
It'd be considered false. Actually, maybe not.
No, this is just saying you have to use your movement.
Expend your movement.
I'm
like-
using my movement.
yeah.
So
No,
I'm
I don't think this
moving.
would be forced.
It's not
Um,
forced, so it can swipe at me if it
Not a
wants.
shove.
No, it will not swipe on you.
Okay, cool.
That'll probably end up swiping at me.
But unfortunately, Mordecai, this is not enough to knock the stars from your eyes, and so you are still
So my turn is
in a
spent.
state.
Can I save?
Not on this, no.
Not on this. All right. Then my turn is spent. Have
Alrighty.
fun.
Fomorians go. Let's see. the leader's gonna look down at you, Celine, and what is gonna happen?
He's gonna take some
Is
swings. I
you've
bet.
made your choice, and the staff crackles with familiar energies, radiant and necrotic alike, and is going to
Oh.
make.
This is gonna suck.
I don't like this. There's a cat, and I love it.
Does a 20 hit your AC?
Yeah, it does. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
And
Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot.
does a 21 hit your? Yeah, it will.
Rob, just kidding. Oh no.
I don't have any bardic inspiration to cutting words.
Oh, that's
And even if you could, you can't use reactions.
I'm a
Yeah,
reaction.
the
that's true.
reaction right now.
You take 44 points of radiant damage from the first swipe,
Oh,
and then on the back swing,
Oh no.
you are going to take 42 points of necrotic damage.
down. Immediately down.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, so if I survive this, I know exactly what I'm doing on my next turn.
Making a death
If I
save.
survive.
I don't like this at all.
Making a
No,
death
no,
save.
Yeah, making a death save, definitely. But
Let's see. Mordecai is kind of going whoop 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 against the cave wall. And the others haven't done anything yet, and so what will happen is
I mean, one of them's gonna dub. But
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that supposed to be at a neg D6 on each of those?
oh no, that's just the leader. That was the leader. The leader wasn't affected with synaptic stuff.
Oh,
yeah, the
that's
leader
right.
leader
Yeah.
wasn't touched by that.
Yeah, no, that hurt like a lot.
Banner carrier is going to running south is the popular thing to do right now. It is just going to turn and smash directly into the cave wall, and then also go boop 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 and start rolling against it, and just end up over here, just sort of. The one at the north one that wasn't affected by Orlans, but does have the synaptic
Isn't 6
static.
southwest?
What's that?
Isn't 6 southwest?
Yeah, so it moved down here and basically rolled along the wall. Basically
1,
moved
2,
to here.
3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess we can put it there. Or whatever. Maybe it's there. This one is going to. Is your constrictor going to make an attack of opportunity as it moves past it?
Probably.
Okay.
That's-
So 1,
Roll. 20. 11?
not enough. So it's
You
actually going
still
to go a
said
little.
that Orlans.
It'll squeeze 2, 3. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered if it's having to squeeze past your snake. It wouldn't have gotten it anyway. But yeah, all right. So it's still kind of. Oh, actually, no, it would because it's going to take its. It's going to dash. So it would have gotten the strike in on it anyway. All right, it starts running over. Those are my fomorians. And now we're going to come down to Stillwater's Celine Casimir. Stillwater's.
What does the 6 get me?
A 6. Ooh, let's find out. All right. The target doesn't move. The only thing it can do is make a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. So you're standing there and you're watching things happen around you, but for doing nothing, you can make a save. It is it is not enough. Jacob, there is a bit of a hunger you feel inside you. That's not just like, oh man, I could really use a trail ration of some jerky and cheese right now. It's something, an emptiness that needs to be filled. But there's nothing mechanical to it. All right, we come over to Celine, who fails a death save. Uh-oh.
Please don't die.
Uh-oh.
I'm the only one with Revivify! Someone can stabilize me!
Celine, if you die, you made a promise to a certain person that you would be dead.
I did. If I'm dead, if I die, I am dead. Like, not coming back even through use of...
No amount of clapping will
dead.
bring Celine back from where she's sent. Casimir, what are you doing? Roll a d6.
Yep.
On a 4, I need you to roll a d8, as you are also... apparently you have a great idea that Mordecai just needs to run wild and free through just an endless field of flowers. So I need to determine which direction you're running.
Oh.
This is the Shadow Run die, and I'm hoping for hits. Shadow Run die, and I'm hoping for hits.
Alright.
1.
1.
Okay. You
run
run into your snake, and you just start climbing, kind of giggling a little bit, climbing over your snake. And you're also not a wood elf, but an Aslandian desert elf. But still, you get 35 feet of movement, and so you clamber over the loops of your derpy snack, and you just start running north. That's what you get to do. All right.
Wait, the snake gets to do something.
Oh yeah,
though, right?
Snake gets to do something. You're correct, and then it's Orlan's turn.
Well, I can't order him right now, I don't think, but he can go after his own prey, which is gonna be the one who ran away from him.
Okay.
And he will roll 1d6.
Strict on lies.
Does a 15 hit?
Ooh, let me double check. Not that one. This one. No, it will not.
Poor derpy snake who's getting very sad.
Just hope someone breaks out of the stupor so they can come and stabilize me. Oh no!
So Derpy Snake does not get a hit in on the more soldiery Fomorian here, and it is now Orlan's turn. Orlan's is going to okay. Orlan sees that the leader is closing in again and one of the soldiers, and taking a hint perhaps out of Bright's playbook, mirror image is going to suddenly there are several Orlans that are now sort of like vibrating around, and that is actually, we're gonna play a little game of tag. That is Orlans. Now we come over to Bright. What are you doing, Bright? Orlans has a similar shimmer to yours. And things are happening as they're happening.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, all right. It's kind of hard for me to Okay, so I can see this one from where I am, right?
Highlight again. I'm sorry, I looked away. Yep.
That's the leader. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. You can see the leader.
Okay. Well, I didn't really want to do this, but I guess I have to. I'm going to go ahead and cast Banishment. This is going to be with a level 5 spell slot.
All right.
And the targets are going to be the leader, Fomorian, and Orlans. Get 2 targets because of the extra spell slot.
Okay. This is a charisma saving throw.
Send them to the death dimension.
All right.
I'm really just sending them to any other dimension besides this one. I'm not particular which one. It can be the ball pit dimension. That would be a fun dimension. Or the world with nothing but shrimp.
Sounds tasty.
And if you really like shrimp. Or there could be a world with no shrimp. That would also be good.
The leader's gonna roll first. And I presume is gonna pass.
21 is gonna be okay.
And then Orlans is going
that's
to
a
roll.
big charisma bonus.
Orlans gets an 11. That is not going to be enough.
All right. Bye. You can come back when you're done with your timeout. You've been a very bad dragon.
And I think... What can I indicate?
Okay, so now I'm gonna have a problem.
Boy, these symbols just do not scale.
Nope.
No, they really
Not at all.
I may as well just put a dot or something, I guess, as a little blue dot. All right, you're banished. Oh, a little pink dot. There we go.
It's so tiny. Okay, so he's incapacitated. So if he was concentrating on anything, he's not.
All
like
right.
the mirror image, perhaps?
No, that's not concentration,
That's
but
duration.
Oh, that's right.
maybe something else. I don't know.
Mirror image is duration. Okay, so anything else from you, Bright?
Yeah, since Orlans is gone, I'm gonna go ahead and come back here.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna come back to here.
Okay.
Can you move me on top of the stack so that you can see me on top of Orlans?
Oh, yeah.
Or move Orlans to the bottom of the stack,
Yeah, I guess,
whichever.
If you've got overlapping sprites, you can choose one and click
There you go.
right
There you
click it
go.
and go bring them.
Perfect. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Got it. Now we come back up to Mordecai. Mordecai, you still have sparkles in your eyes. What's happening?
Rolling the d6.
That's just a duration in it.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Unless you get the thing.
Shadow run dice. Shadow run dice. Shadow run dice. Shadow.
I need a D8.
Damn it!
A D8. Yeah. No, I don't want to run away from Celine. I need her.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You skip across and you're bouncing over the rocks. All right.
I can't take any reactions or bonus actions or anything.
Nope.
Just running away.
Nope.
Nope.
No action
Just
or bonus
even-
action, and uses all of its movement to move in a random direction.
Oh, but I still have reactions if I need them for some reason.
Nope. No reactions either.
I think it's no
Oh,
reaction.
oh yeah. I'm sorry.
No
There's
reaction.
also, I'm sorry. The base is you can't take reactions, and you have to roll a d6, and then the d6 determines the behavior, and then on certain numbers, then it's no action or bonus action, but you do get to move. And another one is you stand there and you get to save.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want to run away from Celine. I don't want to run away from Celine.
Fomorian's turn.
I have plans. Just
And I want you to be able to do those plans.
Orlans is gone,
Celine is too young to die.
and you tried to banish
the
the
ripe old
leader,
age of 22.
and the leader does not like that. That is not dedicating yourself to the cause. And so,
I thought I already explained I'm not dedicating myself to anything.
well, and then you just backed it up. 3, 4.
That
And
was
now
an
the
equal
Fomorians-
opportunity banish. I mean, what if they both ended up in the same ball pit? They could keep fighting there and just leave us out of it.
I don't like this.
This is why I moved away, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, no, I think it.
All right, we have moves and is going to walk up to you, Bright, and is going to brandish its glowing staff, and is not going to get to swing with it, but it is towering over you, and is looking to do something here.
I would suggest dropping the concentration on the banishment and running at all. Use him as a shield.
The
Talk
other
too much
one
for an incapacitated person.
is-
I do.
the southern one is going to all right. Everyone just keep bonking into. I think it's gonna end up about there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Then the one that is still this one that is still has synaptic static is going to attack the snake that is harassing it, and it is going to get a -5 to each of the attacks. It's going to get 2 attacks, and is therefore going to where is does a 13 or a 15 hit the snake?
The snake,
First attack would hit at a 13 with the negative. The other is at a 15 with the negative.
yes, both will hit.
Okay.
No,
Oh no, snakes get no snacker. You're the only one besides Bright who can actually do anything.
First hit against the snake is for 16 damage. And then the second is for 24.
okay, he is still up.
Okay.
Not looking too good though. Probably cannot take another.
And if you want, your snake can get an AO on this
Yes.
giant, as it's going to move up and try and flank Bright.
20, 23. And could that be a construct attack? I
can
don't
be a
know
constricted-
how it works.
It can be a constricted.
If that's
But
it's
As long as
not
it's a
in
melee attack,
yeah.
you can be a
So long as it's
constricted.
a melee attack.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not going to be able to
Okay.
move.
Oh, so yeah, you actually so it's gonna try and move out. It'll strike and deal how much damage? Because you do hit.
12 damage, and he is grappled and restraining.
Got it. All right. Well, he
Yeah, don't
meant to
do
go and flank you, Bright, but it fails to do so as a snake lashes out and coils around its feet.
He
Snake.
is
One of
is
the best
quite size
snakes
for
I know.
Snaku.
It's the best derpy snake.
Best
Still
tips.
waters. Still waters, still waters.
Oh boy. So now the rolls begin.
Hit.
I need you
Oh,
to
no.
roll a d8, please. 2. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
Everyone run away from Celine.
oh shit!
Celine, get back to Celine.
Well, I'm yeah, nah.
And Celine, we are to you. Well,
That's a
makes one.
success.
Makes one.
I wish that was a 20.
Yeah,
Folks,
20
we're
would
at
be
1
real
and
nice
1.
right now.
20 would be amazing right now.
You're fiddling with my heart.
And just so you all know, there is
My heart.
there's a the current plus ones that are still floating. We have 1 to Casimir, 1 to Bright. Cromdrade wants to give a +1 to whoever is going to roll to stabilize Celine, if that ends up being a possibility. Casimir's Sneck has a +1 still. Stillwaters has a pile, has 4 also. So.
You may be on your next wisdom save that you're allowed to make if you ever get to make another one.
Casimir. Casimir and Sneck.
What is my roll?
D6.
1d6.
And you are running. There's just a beautiful field of flowers. It's wonderful. 8. All right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You go tearing off and stop just shy of running into a glowing crystal that's in front of you.
Hey, I'm running diagonal. Would not hit.
Shiny.
Yeah, big, shiny, empty crystal. All right, I don't know what that means. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the snake.
Snakeu has a nice meal. Snakeu is going to proceed to crush it.
You do get advantage.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll 2d20.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be 11 plus 6, so it's going to be a
Yes.
17.
You can crush the soldier here with that.
What? 11.
411. All right. Noted. Okay. Anything else, Casimir / Sneck?
That will be all.
Orlans is removed, and we come to Bright.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I have to decide what to do, which isn't very easy for me right now. Not very easy at all. A lot of things I don't want to do. I have all bad options. So do any of the people show any signs of becoming less confused and dazed?
They still running. They're not even screaming, really. They're just kind of taking off, and they still have like kind of a glittery effect in their eyes.
I mean, you're not seeing Celine run anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
That's true. Celine has been calm and placid.
Question: can Fickle God's favor be used on death saving throws?
It's a D20, sure.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, I'm pretty much too far from Celine to get there before she's, resolved her situation one way or another. Unfortunately. So, I'm gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna ask Matty. I'm gonna ask Matty what happens if I allow Orlans to reappear and I'm in his space. How would you roll that?
You would get shunted to the edge, and as you're closest here, and you wouldn't go into the square of the Fomorian leader, so it would probably just nudge you on top of the water, like right here.
That's where I really would prefer not to be, so I'm just gonna wave goodbye to Mr. Fomorian, and I'm gonna go... This is 4 steps, and I get 5, so is he gonna take an attack on me?
Yes.
Okay, let him roll that. And I have dodged, and I also have mirror image.
All right. So
So the
this
first thing-
is
The first thing we roll the d20 to see if he hits the mirror image or not.
okay. 1d20. Got a 10 on the mirror image roll.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's he's gonna hit a mirror image.
Okay. And
So-
Then he has to roll to actually hit.
and then on disadvantage on the attack of opportunity, this is going to be a hit.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so he poofed one of my mirror images.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and take one more step to here.
Okay.
Make him die.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much of a gambler I am. I don't think I'm enough of a gambler. I'm gonna call that the end of my turn. I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay. Then we recycle from Bright up to Mordecai. Mordecai, are we going south by southwest, or are we making a
We
save?
want
What are we
hit.
doing?
Please let
This
me
is a
do
Shadowrun die, and we want to hit.
I don't wanna. I want to do something.
Hey,
Please
you
let
get
me
to make a
act
save.
normally.
You get to make a save.
Pass a turn, make a save.
Yep.
Congratulations, you got literally the best result.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Hey, what kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Yep.
I have to let you roll that. Sorry.
All right.
Hey, Mordecai. Mordecai, you've seen prettier sparkles in your day, and you snap out of it. And
Celine
you're
is one of those prettier sparkles.
and hey, you're not. So yeah, with your 20 wisdom save, you shake it off, and you're not running through a beautiful field of flowers anymore. You're back in this kind of cold, wet, glowy cave, and things are
Celine is dying.
things are happening. But you've been restored, Mordecai. And
that
now,
does it for my turn, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of blood.
But you can make reactions, so there's that. All right, it is Fomorian's turn, and I have my soldier Fomorian being held by a snake. I'm gonna see what the all right, -4. It's
And
restrained.
he'll have disadvantage
yeah.
as well.
So the first attack at disadvantage. Does an 11 hit your snake?
No.
All right. $14.
Yes.
Okay. And then that is going to be for 17.
Whew. Barely. He's barely holding on.
All right. That is that soldier's turn. The other one is going to
Gonna
roll a
roll a
d6 and is just going to run. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. It's just going to bounce and kind of bounce along the bottom here like a pinball. And then we have the leader. The leader is going to walk over here.
You're
And
muted.
There's a thing that's going to be happening.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So, Maddie, I want to ask you if you'll let me do something. And
Okay.
it's kind of a DM dependent ruling.
sure.
So normally concentration can be ended. The rules say at any time. You can end it on somebody else's turn, you can end it whenever.
Okay.
Okay? So what I want to do is I want to end my concentration on the banishment just as the Fomorian steps into the space that Orlans would have been in.
Okay.
That's an interesting thing to think.
Technically not a reaction.
Okay.
And it's not a held action, so it's not under those rules.
Yeah. All right. So you're dropping concentration when you see
As the Fomorian.
Yeah, when the Fomorian's starting to come around and you can see the leader here, effectively?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Then, sure. You drop your banishment of Orlans. Orlans snaps back into existence and ends up kind of shunting the leader back this way, since they cannot occupy the same space, and we're not playing AD&D, so there's no like telefragging or creating water in brains and stuff. So
Right, the
It's a real
telefrag.
shame. That'd be a real shame.
Who here has played the original Quake with the telefrags?
That almost sounds like an archaic term for some people out there if they've never heard of a telefrag. But
Oh,
yes,
telefrags are giving.
Telefrags. It's the best part of the game.
So what is going to
Also,
happen
I
then is Orlans appears, and the leader is then going to take swipes on Orlans.
That's.
And
You know
is
what? I'm gonna think.
going to hit with both, and just carving chunks out of Orlans's blue kind of jello-y algae flesh. And that is the Fomorians. Stillwaters.
Hoping for a 6.
Still waters?
Yep. You
Yep.
got it. D6. Starting your turn.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We're running. 8. All right,
And I'm back in the wall.
you bonk here, and then do you want to go north or south?
Many fall in the
I don't
face
have
of
a choice
chaos,
in this
but
matter.
not this one.
You made that
Not today.
very clear.
Flip a coin?
Sure. We'll go. Roll another D8. If it's evens, you go north. If it's okay.
Going north.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you're hugging the wall of the cavern here. Okay. Next up, Celine with the death saving throw.
I have another +1 that was. I have 2 +1s currently. One that were given to me. One by Aurat, the other one by Mazaboon. I'm going to attempt and hopefully not need it.
Yep.
Please don't crit fail.
Uh-oh, not a crit fail.
It is another failure though.
But we're at 2 failures, 1 success, and one of your +1s was redeemed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's getting
Killer failure is
scary.
probably okay here.
Casimir.
Let's see. 1d6. Great.
All right. Hopefully you don't roll a 1.
Could they use my +1 on this?
No.
Darn. Okay, it's fine.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. All right. You bump into the Fomorian, kind of a pardon me, sir, and you start going around. The easiest way around would also be going towards your friendly snake. So 2, 3. I guess you just sort of crawl across your snake here. And there you go.
That works.
Alrighty. Running. Orlans is back.
Snaky has a turn first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. Snake has turn. Thank you.
For Snaku, I'm using his +1.
All right.
He gets advantage. And this is going to be
Crush.
6. So 7. No. 16 plus 6 plus 1.
Will hit.
Roll 1. No, 2d. 4. 13 damage. Still restrained.
13. All right. It's not looking good, but it's still up. Anything else? I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right.
That's it.
Then Orlans. Orlans has come back, and Orlans is going to look around, and
See the leader right in front of him?
That's what I was hoping. I mean, the leader
Yeah.
plowed right into him and then attacked him.
I was enjoying the ball pit. Now you sent me back here.
All right. Orlans turns
Trying to look
invisible.
very small.
Orlans turns invisible. And that goes off. I guess I'm just going to put... No. Color dot. There we go. Yellow, I guess. Orlans
Could
was
always
there.
put him on the GM layer.
What's that?
Could always put him on the GM layer.
Yeah.
Oh. I know where he's at. I'm going to keep him there where you last knew he was. So, Orlans turns invisible. And there is, no Orlans. Though this wasn't in a big sparkly teleportation poof. This was just shimmered out of existence.
Oh no.
Then...
That's even worse. That's an Orlans that we don't know. We don't know the location of.